morning to you. Welcome to week 4. Today is the 19th of October. It's a Sunday. I did not hunt yesterday. I piddle paddled around and put new windows in for the wife in this stand, and 3 down there, 2 more down here at her second stand so she could see more. And it makes more sense. We could sit here and look out to the side, so if something's coming from left or right, behind us, we got more visibility, which is good. Weather's supposed to be 41, it's 61, but they said it feels like 55 outside. It was supposed to be 40 and feel like 30s. Didn't happen. Rain came in last night really hard and heavy. It's supposed to be raining now, and the skies are clear, but the wind is here, and that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's blowing pretty hard out there. But wife went to church. I'll sit out in her stand for a little while today and see what's going on. I've been out here for probably about 45-50 minutes, but it was too dark to video. And I'm not turning on any lights, and I don't have night vision camera to video me. So I just wait and say good morning to you when the sun comes up. So we'll get back to hunting. So what? I think now that the sun's up a little bit, I want to show you the inside of the blind here. I'm going to use my cell phone camera and show you the improvements we made. Right, as you know, we got the one window. We don't shoot out of that one. This one's just for observation, so we can see the deer coming up from over here to the big front window where we shoot at, of course, obviously. And then I put 2 more side windows here so you can see over here in this corner where you really can't see sitting here. So now I can see movement, the other shooting window, and the other movement. There is the improvements on the visibility side of the house. I looked outside of it. It didn't really make much of a difference. Then again, time I put the spray foam in this thing next year, it's not going to make much of a difference anyway. First of all, you got to have deer. Obviously, they're not here, but that's okay. We're still making improvements on the stand. It's a little late in the season to be doing that. You really don't want to do any of this kind of stuff during the hunting season, but had to be done. Stand 2. Here's the picture. I'm going to just video that. I'm not going to go down and talk to you like that, but I'll show you. Right here, stand 2. And I don't hunt that one. That's the wife's stand. Totally hers. And that's because I raised the platform up, and if I sit in there, it's going to be uncomfortable. But for her, it's perfect. So once this is done here this morning, I'm going to walk over there and do a little quick, show you that video. All right? Or at least the pictures like I showed you. All right. We'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, I'm going to make a video of their stand. You can see I got a bigger window so she sits down and she can see. She can actually shoot out of that one. It's not a problem. But this is her stand. Modifications. Good morning to you. Yeah, it is now, I think it is the 20th. Let me check. Yep, 20 October. Finally got cold. It's 43 degrees. I mean, it's not cold compared to some of y'all. Not cold as some of y'all up north, maybe. And you might be having a heat wave, I don't know. So we decided to come out and try it again this morning. I did not hunt yesterday afternoon. My wife did. And she went out about, about 12:30 in the afternoon. And she sat there most of nothing. Not even squirrels yesterday, but the weather was atrocious yesterday. I'm just hoping the cold here brings in some deer. I put out a feeler for my fellow hunters here in Montgomery County, see what they got. So far my neighbor hasn't seen any movement either, so we'll see what happens. Try to get his attention. Just out of range too. That was a 6-point buck. Wow, that was good. I'll wait and see what happens. I can honestly say I'm happy. That was the first time I've seen a buck in a long time. About 80 yards, 90 yards out there inside the trees. He come looking from the corner down and never came back up, so I guess he turned and went back towards the lake. But still, I got to see something for a change. That's unusual. I haven't seen one since I've been out here. So that's enough to get your heart racing. That was a good sized buck too, man. I don't know where he disappeared to. Well, I'll sit here and hopefully maybe he makes his way back. feeder report from the wife. She saw 2 doe, one coming up my direction but never made it this far, and the other one went the other direction. So deer are moving this morning. That's been the best that we've had. Week 4 is by far the best as far as sightings. Now we haven't been able to get a shot in there, but that's okay. Seeing them helps out, kind of rejuvenates the soul a little bit. So we'll sit out here a little longer. That's it for the morning hunt. I just got a phone call from the wife. She saw 4 or 5 more deer heading up in my direction, but they never made it up here. They must have taken that left at Albuquerque again. But she said she recorded them. Hopefully they're here. Put her recording in here. We'll see, and we'll go from there. So anyway, we're gonna go in and get breakfast. It's getting chilly on our old bones out here. Not used to it yet, so hang in there and we'll talk to you hopefully this afternoon on a deer. As you can see, the wife has her deer in the background. That's just 1 of 3 or maybe 4 of them that came by that day. Hey, welcome back. It's the afternoon. I'm going to open up this window. It's kind of echoey in here this morning. It was something. Oh, stuck too. Not a very good thing. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. It's still the 20th. We saw plenty of deer today for the first time. I saw 1. If you call that plenty, but the wife saw several deer. I think she was up to a total of 9 by the time she came in. Unfortunately for us, their path that they're taking is away from the stands and still around the area, but outside the shooting lanes, as I would call them. So got out here this afternoon. It's 3:30 and trying to get an evening hunt in here, and hopefully the weather is cool enough for them to move. This morning was cold, so they were moving pretty good. The wife got the video of it, I hope. I'm going to check it out tonight. But as of right now, I don't see it because we didn't download anything today. We were preoccupied. I took 3 feeders back to the house, 2 tall ones that I'm going to give to my grandson. And my small one that's usually sitting right there, that's the wife's number 1 feeder on this property. That thing that never bogs down. It's always empty, totally empty when the corn runs out. But in that aspect, the other 2 were good feeders, don't get me wrong. Oops. I gotta just trying to get my bolt here, sorry about that. And the problem is I'd have to go out there every time and shake the corn down to the hopper where it gets empty. The hopper would just stick on the sides. It just wasn't flowing right, no matter what I did. So watching YouTube videos and you great people out there, I saw my next game winner. I'm going to buy the 350. It's a box one. When the corn comes down, it hits a slant, and it's totally critter proof, and that's important, critter proof. So that's what I'm going to buy for the next year. And then on top of that, I took apart the 270 blind stand. I took the 270 down. I was wondering how the mouse got in there. He chewed a hole in the bottom of the netting and crawls in there, and that's how they've been getting in there, busting up the nuts inside. I finally found it. But that one's going to my grandson as well. So now I just got an empty flat stand out there, and next year we're going to build one just like this, but down there. So I have 4 permanent stands made out of wood, one that you can be comfortable in, and let me tell you what, the wind is blowing pretty good, but because we're inside this stand, my scent doesn't go out there as much, and the wind is not blowing my stuff everywhere. I don't feel the wind. I can see it, but I just can't feel it, which is good. So this is kind of like a scent protection, and of course I got Dopey from Tinks on the trees out there, so hopefully they're masked. Now we just need to get the deer in there. So we'll see what happens this evening, and we'll go from there. the buck. It is a buck, but it's a deer. I have to get the first one out of gear. He came walking in here. I just nailed his ass. He's bleeding. He's down there somewhere. I gotta go get him. He ain't gonna last long.
Lighted knock, got blood everywhere. Oh yeah, that thing is smoked. We're gonna go get it. It's not big deer, but it's a long spiked deer, and it's a buck. And my first one of the year, and we've waited 4 weeks to get a deer. Now we're good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go find it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. This week proved to be good. We got a buck. That's about an 8-inch, 10-inch single rack spike, but hey, it's meat on the table for the first time, and wasn't going to pass the opportunity. We don't get too much. It's probably about 100 pounds, if that, but that's okay. It's going to prove some summer sausage before my kids get here in case we don't get one. But let me tell you what, dead meat. Look at that hole. That thing is huge. Did a great job. So thank you for watching my channel. We're going to go on from here and see what happens for the rest of the week. Thank you.
Good morning to you. Today is the 21st. Finally, as you saw yesterday, we had a deer. I'm hoping to get one more this week, and then we'll hold off. This weekend we can't hunt. It's youth weekend. So from Saturday and Sunday is just for kids only. Even though I don't have any kids on my property, but they want that for youth hunt weekend, so no hunting is allowed. So we turned the buck in yesterday. Pretty heavy little sucker. I think it rated 102, 103 pounds. And for me, that's good. That's a lot of meat. And that's all we're after, pretty much. Now, the two straight rack, two antlers were 10 inches, 10 and a half, 10 inches, somewhere in there. And maybe make knife handles out of those things. Was that the ideal buck that I was after? No. But being out here for 4 weeks, you get an opportunity for the deer at 15 yards. And he ran that away. I thought he went across the street, but he turned around and doubled back and came back over here. Not even 60 yards. And I had to find the blood at first. We found the blood, started getting thicker and thicker, and then all of a sudden the wife said, there he is, and there he was. They never die in an easy place either. They just kind of crumble up somewhere, but we got him and processed him yesterday, so he'll be hopefully filling the bellies here pretty soon. So, welcome back to my channel. I finally got something to show for it, and of course the other videos of the wife seeing the deer, and then of course just a little while ago seen the wife walking to her stand, and that's the way we start the mornings. We're gonna get there, so we'll talk to you later. Well, we're back to normal. Nothing moving. I just seen one squirrel. I've been out here for a few hours and just now seen one squirrel. Amazing. You can get deer, one deer move in, and the other day, wife, like I said, had 9 deer. But this one here snuck around the corner of the building before I saw it. And they dig a hole, and somehow they got water in the hole. I don't know what they did or why they do that, but that's okay. If it gets them here, I'll take it. So, as of now, well, another squirrel. I think we're going to stop here and go eat breakfast here shortly, but I'll wait till I see what the wife's going to do. She's going to walk up or not, so we'll go from there. Alrighty, talk to you in a bit. Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. It's still the 21st. Wind is blowing like a son of a gun out there. I don't usually like hunting in heavy wind, but I figured I'd give it a try. I'd be sitting in the house doing nothing. I completed my errands and stuff I had to do today, and now it's time to sit back and hunt. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my stand. Well, you know I'm in the wife's stand here, right? Yeah. So, I got this little bag. I bought it at Bass Pro Shop years ago after my friend showed it to me. And I keep all my stuff like gloves, binoculars, range finders, and rubber gloves and strings for me when I dress out the deer, which I don't have any more gloves. Got a scale in here for turkeys and the measuring tools, and on the top pouches I keep my glasses and remote control for the camera here, of course, and then in the front pouches the knives and the bone saw and the what do you call it, butt out tool. But I take it with me wherever I go, so if I'm in my stand or in my wife's stand here, I've always got stuff handy. I just don't have the gloves this time. that I use when I go inside to gut out the deer and stuff like that one. So I got a whole bag of them inside the house. Ain't doing me no good out here, but I got them in the house. So anyway, and we're filming this on my Sony A7 IV, and of course I got a remote control for it, so I can turn it on and off and try to make better video content, a little bit clearer, a little bit better videos. This one here is going to be a good week, and I'm thinking after tonight's hunt I'm going to actually stop it and post this one for week 4, and if I get something later on I will continue on. But I have extra footages of the hunt, the actual deer we shot, my wife's sightings, even got pictures of her walking to the woods. So in that note, I'm just going to stop here and hunt for the rest of the evening, and then I think I'll close this out before the end of the night. All right, enjoy. She thinks she hit that 8-point buck. I don't know. So we got to go down and look and see if we can find any blood. She couldn't tell, and the camera didn't work for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Excuse me, I'm walking down steps. So I'm going to walk over to her stand and see what's going on. This deer is giving us a run for the money here. It came down that hill, and then it went back the other direction, same way, almost the same direction it was hit on. Blood was out there. We're finding it, but it's not like the heavy gushers. So hopefully we can find this deer tonight. I don't know. It's heading back on my property now, so we'll see. And my wife has the patience of a saint. She'll sit there and wait on this deer. And I did edit it. I think I said that later on in this video, but this is our 8-point target, but this is the one that I actually want. But she got, of course, she always wins because she outdoes me. But that's okay. She's an expert hunter, except for the shot on this one was a little too far back, as you'll see. So thank you. Now I did sit back here and edit this a little bit because it was a long time, but the deer actually started to turn and walk back the other direction before she shot it. So it's just a matter of time here. There was a stare off between the two of them. The deer didn't want to move and so on. So just watch the end of this. Hey, good morning. It is the 22nd of October, and I'm going out and look for a deer. We did not get the deer last night. It got dark on us, and I reviewed the videotape last night, which I showed you here, and basically his wife aimed at the deer, didn't at it, and the deer kept walking, and when she had the sighted in the front chest area. By the time she released the arrow, the deer was already 2 feet in front of that and got hit in the hindquarters. According to the charts and everything, it says let the deer die at least 12 hours, 16 hours or more. And well, we tracked it down to the river in the lake, and one of the neighbors has a trail cam. He didn't see the deer. He saw us, indicating that the deer just prior to that camera took a left turn, as I would say, left turn to Albuquerque, and headed back on our property. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to walk the riverbed where it's possibly at, go back to the blood trail spot, mark it with this here broken bolt. And then if we can't find it, we have a dog from our beautiful neighbor, Jessica. She got a doggy that can hopefully help us track that thing down. I got 17 acres and a lot of wooded area, so that damn thing could hide anywhere. It is hip. It did bleed a lot, but, you know, wasn't the perfect shot, which is understandable. Got deer tracks too here already this morning. Anyway, we're not hunting. We're done for the rest of the week if this deer comes out. Okay. I got doctors tomorrow, and then, of course, usually the weekend starts Saturday. So let me find the deer, and I'll get back with you. Well, we're going to finish up the video here. Got our lovely tracking dog, Jessica, Jessica's not the dog. Jessica's a lovely lady with the nice dog, Rocket, and the wife. We found a deer, not the right one. Let me show you. Here's a lovely dog tracker that found somebody else's dog, Rocket, and Miss Jessica here. Very nice lady, helped us out. Video here, and call it quits, okay? So we'll talk to you later on the next segment. Well, Mama continued. That damn deer did not go where we thought it went, but she found it finally. It's on our property. That deer ran over at least 2,000 yards. And finally wound up at the top end of our property in the lower half. And she was hunting the upper half. I'll show you on the map. The deer is up there, okay? And if you turn around, there was my second stand right here. It used to be. That's how far it goes. Now, she shot that deer. This deer is almost at the top of our property line. I'm going to show you the video as soon as she sets that deer back the other way. The bottom of the hill. There's our deer. Our property line is up there. I'll show it to you on the map. As you can see, the X marks the spot where her stand was. I shot there, tracked it down to the lake, and then it went up over the other side of our property, even though we walked up the other side of that hill and found the wrong deer. We're going to get the deer downhill, and then we'll take a better pictures, okay? And we'll finish the video. Dragged that damn thing down 1,000 yards off the hill. It went about 3,000, so I want to show you the...
I am happy.
8-point buck. How many yards?
45.
45 yard shot. Good shot. All right. Took a little while. As you can see, it hit very high on the top, but that's okay. It didn't cut the guts or anything, but we're going to get it to the processor.
Thank you.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to post this tonight, but right now I'm dead tired. I got tired, so I'm going to put the deer away. Later.